Do you still want a D20 event roll from me?
You can. You can choose to roll it, and if you decide to take whatever the dice gives you, you can. But I'll tell you now, if
I think I'm taking that.
uh, I think I'll leave us. Well, Torm, what do you want? Do you want to get the combo that potentially happens with the fairy dragons, or do you want whatever a 20 gives you? I'll tell you now, or rather, I can reveal what it'll potentially be. The 20 is basically a meeting with a very powerful creature. You currently have already attracted the attention of many things, so you might find this a little bit redundant, but it's up to you. Oh, alternatively, the 20 has one more effect, of which you can ask direct questions to your patron for a while. Someone's going off the shit in my house.
Well, I'm
Oh,
gonna
that is.
I'm gonna go ahead and roll my insane dice twice now.
Yeah, nice. Holy shit.
Way to just show all of us up. I was proud of my
They,
rolls, and then you
they are a
happened.
part of RE.
Look, as it stands, so far there's been one roll that's been below a 30, a 30 threshold in this entire night.
Mm-hmm.
I suppose to have it all on the table, can you also roll me a d20 rolls for the event?
I can. I wasn't sure
Might
we
as
were
well
gonna have
see.
the Fairy Dragon one.
Oh,
Fair.
okay. What was 18 again? Oh, whack. Okay.
So I suppose right now, JMac, my current question is: do I have to choose?
Technically, yes, you cannot have both, I'm afraid. You either get the full benefits from the strange fairness that will occur tonight, or you'll get a special visitor. I'll tell you now,
Sorry,
the visitor that you already have lined up is fairly interesting.
but I didn't realise it was one or the other when I rolled. I'm sorry, Torrin.
Yeah, I know, because, the way I'm looking at it is, the Fae, that could benefit, they have explicitly stated it's going to benefit us to take that. With the Celestial, that is very nebulous.
I'll tell you now, those of you with more phalanx in the party will benefit from the thing. Other people get something else. So as
Yeah.
it stands, it's basically Ipos, Alana, and you would get a benefit. Uh, Big B, Dark, and Sideline would get something else.
I mean, let's be honest. Me and Silent are probably more anathemas to it.
You still get something. Mostly because
Meanwhile,
everyone here's gonna get something.
with the Celestial, you haven't given me any information on.
That is for a specific reason.
But it is
Give
what
her.
me and staff have been trying to do. So unfortunately, I think due to what
Oh,
this event is for and with all the preparation, I think I have to go with the Celestial.
well, I'll give you one actually piece of information. 20 is the attention of a powerful creature. It's not a celestial. It's something else.
Okay.
You have attracted the attention of celestials. I'll say that much. You're still gonna get meetings with stuff.
What
It's
the
just
hell
that
did
there are
I
many.
attract the attention of then?
You've attracted the attention of something that usually is only a visitor to the Elysium, but has noticed your performance anyway. Is impressed by it.
Alright, guys, what do you think?
Go for it. Go for the whatever it is.
There's two options.
Yeah, no, go for the celestial, not celestial thing.
I mean,
Yeah, the unique visitor.
I would lean towards the Fey side simply because that's what Ipos leans towards.
You're somewhat biased in this.
Yes, I'm entirely biased.
It's basically one. The debate is one thing that you know that be direct of benefit to some of you, and nebulous thing.
This is
I
sort of
am
a
not.
case of Ash is sort of in the back of the studio looking at like summoning circles and resonance crystals and going, "Oh, this is what I'm seeing," and he kind of has a pick.
I suppose. Okay, I give Ash. If you can make me a planes check, I'll tell you more.
I'm good at those.
As I suppose you are kind of sitting in the back, reading the crystals, watching the ritual.
How's the 27 do you?
A 27 is very good. You've attracted the attention something that's almost a bit after your own heart. a creature normally associated with greed and avarice, though also many positive qualities such as humor and other such. You've attracted the attention of a brass dragon.
Yeah, we're gonna go with the brass dragon.
Okay then. I suppose the final question I have is: do you want to, with the fairy dragons, then, since Ippos's roll was a 20, do you want to take the 18 for your event roll, or do you want to take the Fey benefit, which will be greatly reduced?
Do I have any idea what the 18 would be?
Unfortunately, not for this specifically.
I'm kind of inclined to go with the combination
A combination of the Fey and Via,
on the
or
fairy dragons. Like, yeah, it it's one of those things where it's like I put them together specifically so something like this could happen.
and the main benefit was comboing the two Fey events together. But you would be getting something from the Fey from this. The dice know how to be dramatic, apparently.
Yeah, that's how my luck is. It's all or nothing. Usually nothing.
Okay then, I'll resolve the Fey events first because that's the easier one. Okay. First of all, well, I'll write this down as I go into OOC chat. Alana, you of course, your ancestry is at least partially Fey. As in the final performance, some Fey visitors come and the area becomes infused with the energies of the Feywild. You find the magical reserves within yourself filling up, perhaps more than they should. As essentially, no, you don't explode. The next time that you prepare spells, you can prepare one extra spell, and this spell will only disappear after you use it, and it will persist beyond the next time you prepare spells. So basically, you have an extra use of a spell that you could technically hold in ad infinitum.
Cool.
I believe Epos, you get the same thing.
What was that?
Posted it in the out of character chat.
Right, I'll have a look.
Yeah. Basically, you get to next time you prepare spells, you get to prepare one extra, and that sits around until you use it.
Oh,
Afterwards,
cool.
it disappears. Ash, you have a choice.
Oh boy, more choices.
Yeah. Well, thankfully, this is between your two companions. As the purveyor of, the runner of this event, you get a little bit more of ass kissing from the Fae. And this takes the form of one of two blessings. You can either enhance Prismelody in a range of ways, or you can enhance Candle. There is more to this. Essentially, you get to pick one of three boons for Prismelody, which I'll DM you now. But make sure fucking formatting isn't garbage. Alternatively, you can unlock a new evolution for Candle.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with.
Go with the best baby.
I'm gonna go with Prismelody's third option.
I had a feeling you would. Mostly because it's one of the better ones. And for the rest of you, you do get some minor benefit. You get a +1 to any save for the next week.
Okay.
Not as much as the others, but it's something.
Do we apply that whenever we make the save?
Well, technically, you pick it now and then you just have it for the next week. Well, you could,
Okay.
if you want, you could, wait until you come across the first save and then just have it be that for the week.
Okay.
Okay then. I need to quickly open up the page for Brass Dragon, just so I know what it has just in case. But in the end of it, the event was a rousing success. All of the regular people, humans and such, that you've invited, seemed to have a good time, leaving, chatting about the experience, talking about how strange and wonderful it is. And it's when everyone that's left that, Ash, there's another magical presence bordering upon your awareness again.
Yeah, sure. Let's invite it.
You wish to crack open the portal?
Oh yeah.
Okay, give me a second. I'm just gotta fucking drag all these people into the shadow. Wait, hold on. Cause I imagine, are you like having your friends stay around?
Yeah, sure. They can if they want. They know what this is about.
Perhaps a bit more of a surprise than
Although,
would be used to.
although everyone is, of course, asked if they would like to donate towards the charity on their way out, because yes, that is what this. That is the type of event this is. Everyone will be asked. everyone, including you.
You will also be
Me?
guilt tripped.
Yes, that's including you, Faye. Before you go back to the Fae world, would you like to donate? It's all to a good
Unfortunately,
cause.
we're not really able to drop money. Also, we don't really have money. Also, I realized I dropped on the map player. Leave them.
So you can still donate.
They can donate something.
It disappears.
That's
Keep
just
feeling
typical.
I can imagine some of them drop walnuts in the bin or like sticks.
The main issue is they're kind of on the other plane of reality.
That's fair.
Oh, there's 2 Astros. Oops.
And I drop a plat.
Are we missing anyone? Silas, back. Oh, Epos.
Shall not be outdone, and he will drop 5 plat.
Also, something Aaron and Alana will see after the show, I suppose, when Ren comes back, is at least for a little bit, he's still got a he's got this kind of gleaming silver and white breastplate on that almost looks. It looks almost a little too perfect to be real.
Reason for the armor, Ren?
We had visitors.
Oh, good. Fucking great.
I think the monster thingy that you guys have been fighting sent something.
What, really?
It was fleshy and ugly.
I'll have to look at it later.
We, to my understanding, we've caught it alive.
Oh. Well, good job.
Excellent work.
So, Ash, what'd you dig up?
Trying to find out.
Is it going well?
Yes.
Need any help?
Nope.
Good, because I was asking out of politeness. I have no idea actually how to help.
Okay, never mind. My voice mod does not want to work. Rip that idea then. Ash, it's a bit more complicated to open a portal through to Elysium. Thankfully, you have someone working from the other side who's going to expedite a lot of the process. It is free to open whenever you're ready, in case you want to do any form of preparation.
Nah, let's not waste their time. Let's open it now. Actually, I might want to cast Bestow inside on myself. Because you can never have too much diplomacy.
And and Silas is gonna refresh his focus scrutiny.
So what? Were you expecting big diplomacy nuke needed?
Oh, just in case. Silas is hobnobbing, and Ash is bringing in some powerful otherworldly beings. So why not hobnob against this too?
Everything have to be hobnobbed against with
Yes.
you? You really
Yes,
should.
it does.
Like, it's an addiction. You should not hobnob constantly. You have an
No,
addiction to
Well, it's
hobnobbing.
better hobnobbing than hobgoblining.
I feel like that was racist, but carry on.
Actually, before we do this, and sorry to drag out even more, I'm gonna quickly pop to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Sorry,
Although
I've
I
been
am
holding
also
it
going
in.
to take the opportunity to use the bathroom.
Very sure the school's one hobgoblin student would be very upset.
Gonna go make a quick sandwich.
Though, I gotta ask, Silas. I mean, no, you're probably not here, are you, Biggs? Because I just heard someone in the kitchen. Shit.
Why are you talking to yourself?
He often does.
Yeah. Sorry, I talk aloud sometimes. Helps with planning. Helps me slow down my thoughts, because if I start thinking in my own head, I think too fast, I skip steps. If I talk aloud, it slows me down.
Summoning to-do list. Sound installation.
We've been working on that. It just sucks that our walls are so shit.
I might be able to reinforce those later.
It's not strength-wise. Strength-wise, it's fine. It's just apparently the sound goes straight fucking through it. Like, you haven't had this problem with your other dorm? Really?
No, our dorm's fine.
Seriously? What the fuck? Did you just get this shit dorm?
I do have a solution to that, but that requires you all to start paying for materials.
Well, you should have told me that.
We don't have a freeze in our basement.
Well, I built that with my own damn money.
Aaron, you knew I've been working on that for a long time. You knew I had made significant progress. You
I
don't
didn't know
have
you
an
were
excuse.
done. I didn't know you were done.
You just stopped hearing the crackling fire and music coming from my room, and you just stop questioning it.
I just thought you got to being polite.
Hun, I'm always polite.
No,
Except when it's funny.
mm,
Wow. Also, I'm back. Okay, then. Ash
Everyone
is up.
exists.
As Ash and I assume along with Adel's staff, you open the portal.
Yeah.
For a second, it almost seems as if something huge is going to step through. The strange tearing in space becoming so much more real, so much more tangible, almost as if someone had torn a hole in the blanket, and that blanket was reality. Until the person who steps through is not quite what you were expecting. A fairly disheveled looking man wearing an old straw hat and with a very raggedy and out of control beard steps through. On him, you can see small, telltale brass scales trailing up his arms and around his neck as he looks around.
you summoned a dude?
Hello.
Hmm, good job.
Thank you.
He sticks out a hand.
Ash extends theirs and introduces himself. I'm Ash Oakwick. May I know your name?
You can call me Gamut the Traveler.
Gamut the Traveler. Pleasure to meet you.
You too. You should imagine my surprise when, through a little, he smells, joyride through the plains, I discover a hole back here. To a performance, no less.
I do hope you enjoyed it.
It was a first, which is more than I can say for most things I've seen.
Well, for someone who can claim to travel the planar boundaries, that is some high praise.
It's not something often done, and yet here you are, not even in your prime, and you're here sticking holes for the barrier between worlds.
Not in my prime. You say I'm going to get even better.
I sense a bit of potential in you yet.
Oh,
What,
good.
did you think this was the limit of what you could do?
To be fair, I've already accomplished more than I ever thought I would.
Fair enough then. He looks to the rest of you. His eyes kind of lingering on Ipos for a second, slightly confused.
Ipos smiles and waves.
Strange things done by kobold.
He's the
Ipos
world's first
special.
and he's the world's first and greatest cobalt kobold.
Yes, Ipos special. Only one. Greatest one. We'll make more later.
Well, I look forward to seeing your legacy.
Yes, these are all of, well, all of the people here are my friends. I do have a great many more, though some key ones appear to be missing.
Well, it's nice to meet you all, as he bows at the waist.
Ipos returns the bow.
So-
It actually gives like a deep, respectful one. For once.
If I may ask,
Hmm.
what brings you to this side of the planar barrier? Couldn't just simply be to congratulate me.
When you get to the state where I am, sometimes it's nice to take a little bit of a detour. The plains of Elysium are not all they are marked up to be. While they are a place of great joy and splendor and indulgence, the Azata are very one note. No offense, as he nods to Prismelody.
She looks a bit offended.
He just grins. I enjoy a bit more variety in my travels. And unfortunately, journeys to this plane are a bit more sparse. As he kind of breathes in deeply. Nifsa. Not a fan of dragons, we say, Czar.
Dragons?
He quirks an eyebrow. What, did the scales not give it away? Or did you think it'd be
Could
just
you
a
not
man?
tell? Silly Ash.
Well, I wouldn't want to make any assumptions. You are, after all, from another plane of existence, or at the very least have traveled from one. So you could very well just be any kind of extraplanar being simply polymorphed into any form you wished.
I suppose that much is true. Though I doubt you'd want my actual form here. I'm pretty sure my ass would put a hole in the floor.
Oh, it's quite sturdy, I assure you. I made doubly sure of that, thank you, Aaron.
Was I supposed to do that?
Laszlo shrugs.
Okay. Yes. Yes. Aaron gives a thumbs up.
Gimmit's face just kind of drops a little bit like, okay. Anyway, tell you what. I'm in a good mood and you put on quite a little show. Would you like a favor?
How could I refuse?
He takes note of the fact that you've said that, nodding approvingly. Well, what can the great Gimmit do for you?
That is an excellent question. I did not know of your existence until just now. I do not know what you are capable of.
Can you kill demon monster slugs of Lamashtu?
Sure. Any dragon worth their weight in gold could.
How much do you weigh?
Don't know. They don't exactly make scales for my size.
Okay.
Presumably a lot.
It's a new project for you, Aaron.
Shit, man, I know. Curious.
He does not pay attention to the three tiny pipsqueak dragons.
They're
The
very
baby dragon.
upset.
But yes, we are rather entrenched into a our own multiplanar adventure, I suppose. We are attempting to fight against the chosen champion of Lamashtu in the for the mortal realm.
Ah, good old hero's journey, I see. If that's what you want. A bit trivial, but sure. He kind of checks
Well,
his fingernails.
I'm not going to say that is necessarily the favor should be for, but
Hmm?
it was merely, how do I put this? A prompt for you to elaborate, I suppose, on your capabilities.
Well, there's very little that a dragon can't do. He kind of rolls his shoulders. Master of magic. Powerful bodies. You have something you need done, simply ask of it. Ash, feel free to roll me a sense motive and slash anyone else who's watching. Or alternatively, roll me a. I believe dragons are associated with knowledge arcana.
Mm-hmm.
Aaron,
Indeed, associated with knowledge arcana.
I don't know anything about dragons.
Also, I need to quickly look up.
Turns out the actual creatures do, though.
Yeah, it's like I kind of just sort of read about them in stories.
You didn't even believe
It-
they were real a few months ago.
It's
Yeah.
another one of those things that is like, what? You're real?
Yeah.
How are you a thing?
Why?
Holy shit, Big B, what the fuck?
scrutiny, baby.
You don't need that any higher, do you?
Can you use that along with like, fuck, what's the coat skull unlock called?
Yes,
Prognostication?
it is a
Ooh.
10-minute. It is a +10 typeless bonus,
Skewy.
Did you say +10
and
type
it lasts. Yeah, and it lasts 10 minutes per level. And actually, no, never mind. I cannot in. No, never mind. I can as long as it's targeting a single creature.
Which it usually is for anyway.
Yeah, as long as it's against a creature, I can do that.
That's
Okay.
because I also assigned a grant a +5 insight bonus on the thing against the next single creature.
Here's what I can tell you as an overall. Most of you are very knowledgeable within magic, even within that one. You would kind of know that so far the only thing that you've seen from this dragon, quotation marks dragon, at least as far as you're aware, is he is obviously able to change his shape, but you'd know that even young adults, perhaps even younger dragons, are capable of doing that. That's not particularly a significant magical feat. And indeed, Silas, with your fucking astronomical sense motive, you're a good judge of character. You've seen the person talk himself up. You get the feeling he might not be a particularly old dragon. Certainly old in respects to, versus human lifetime, but compared to dragon lifetime, he's probably maybe only like a young adult or so.
Hmm.
Let's see. Ren and Ash. Neither of you would be having like detect Actually, do you have any other like magical senses associated with you two? I don't think you do.
I've got my
Actually,
warder's eyepiece.
Oh, okay.
and J-Mac,
Mm-hmm.
read aura.
Sure, if you wish to use Read Aura, you can.
I have my psychic skill unlocked. I read aura.
Okay, give me a second.
Also true. I can do that too,
Go for it. As you
which
have a
also gets a
conversation
plus
with her.
10.
Tell me which aura you wish to read.
I will go magical aura.
Okay. Magic aura. I have a number, pound, power, volt, Yep. I'll need a perception.
Yeah, I'm going to do the same. Nope.
As the two psychics just staring down.
He's a dude.
For your combined efforts, yeah, he's certainly strong as a creature, but you get the strong feeling, yeah, he's probably only about a young adult dragon. Ash, with your warder's eyepiece able to flash on detect magic without it being particularly flashy. The only magical auras you see on him, actually, hold on, let me put the detect magic because it's from caster level, not level. He has strong magical auras on him. Actually, he only has faint magical auras around him. The functional level of his spells being 3rd level or lower. He doesn't have anything particular powerful on him. That said,
Compared to mortal.
compared to a mortal. That said, you know, there is a latent power within him, just not mad. He's not like a fucking wizard.
I kind of look over at Silas at like, are you reading this kind of expression? The two probably coming to the same conclusion. So you look at him.
What that means mechanically is he's still a 12-hit dice creature, or 12-hit dice creature, but in respects to magic and shit, he's a 5th level sorcerer. He's like equivalently a level higher than you in terms of magic.
If I may ask,
Hmm.
how is it that you are able to travel the planes?
He grins. Ah, that's a little bit of a trade secret there. I could tell you. Roll my diplomacy.
Diplomacy, you say?
Yeah.
You got this?
I'm gonna use my reroll.
Yeah.
Well, it's not a 1.
He shrugs. You have your own method of moving for it. It's an item. As he pulls from his coat a knife, prismatic in color, looking almost like the claw of some creature. With a little application of this, as he tears through the space in front of him, I can go wherever I want.
That should be our favor. Give me 15 minutes with that knife.
He looks at Aaron. You make that sound very bad. Do you want to reword that?
I just need to look at it. I won't use it.
She wishes to study it in order to augment her own research into breaching planar barriers.
Now it's Aaron's turn. Give me a diplomacy.
She's not
Does
trained.
Does this count
Well, she
as
is
me
trained.
assisting?
You can, yeah. Any of you can assist. Also, you know my cat.
I think it's time for a little bit of psychic intrusion here.
Okay. You wish to use, what was it, telepathic projection?
I'm going to use telepathic projection. My target being Aaron. To use the passive version of this, that just kind of subtly kind of pushes Aaron, like subtly kind of helps her. Subtly helps her just get into the diplomatizing state, giving her a +5 bonus on diplomacy checks.
As Ren
the
sends
next
a mental
control.
finger into the amygdala. Who needs fear? So you're having 2 aids and a +5.
I'm also gonna say, can I yoink some ion stars?
That would be very noticeable.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Because it would actually involve stars flying across the room.
Mhm.
At least telepathy is subtle.
Yeah.
And psychic casting in general.
So 23 plus 5.
Give me a second, I need to shift my cat. His fat ass
It's not
is in the way
bad.
of my monitor. Go on, move. Chubby. 28. He tilts his head and just kind of chucks it over to Aaron. Sure. That doesn't need to be your favor. Have fun. As the knife plants itself at your feet. Don't break it.
Won't. Aaron says as she suddenly pulls out a shit ton of gadgets and just starts looking this thing over completely methodically.
Aaron, this is your conscience speaking. Don't waste any time on this. Also, I'm watching through your eyes.
What? Aaron's just looking around. Oh, wait, no, I don't think you can do that, as I'm currently mind blocked.
It's completely. I can't actually look through people's eyes.
Alas will help you study, I suppose, where you have your priceless 15 minutes.
I can whisper into your head. It's the best I can do.
Yeah.
I think I know what I would like my favor to be.
You got one that. Oh, what would that be?
You travel the plains, you see many great things, you must be extremely learned, especially for your age.
Of course.
And I'm sure
Just-
you come across many wonderful oddities that defy logic, reasoning, even imagination.
Where are you going with this?
Well, we're all students of the academy here and would also very much would like to learn things. So, I would like my favor to be either knowledge or perhaps extraplanar artifacts. Things that we can use, knowledge that we can use to perhaps glean insight into our abilities or enhance our abilities to continue to doing what needs to be done.
Ooh.
Anything that you would spare.
I haven't been a teacher before. Take your pick. I have a few things I could teach you. Planar artifacts. Don't have many of those, but I might have something in this old coat that might fit you. Anything you.
Well, I don't necessarily mean, tools and the like. I would never turn anything down from you, of course. A gift is meant to be cherished in any form. But even just a simple object, a stone from the astral sea, or another plane of existence by itself would be worth studying. But do, please, share with us anything and everything that you would like.
Give me some time to think about it. I like the idea of teaching. I think I have a few things I could show you lot.
I am very grateful, thank you.
He smiles. Perhaps a little bit of maliciousness in there, but he seems to have a plan. Okay,
Alright, trying for a hunch for that plan, though.
go for it. Silas, fucking hell.
This is what you get for letting me cast focus scrutiny.
I knew. Look, as a fucking 10-minute per level buff, this is the sort of thing that you want to be casting before things, and you knew this is coming. Silas, you get the feeling this man's thinking when in Rome. He's in a school. He may be thinking of a small career change for a short while.
School might appreciate that.
Did I just accidentally this man a job?
Potentially. Either that or he's mainly thinking of teaching you lot.
Oh, I'm going to have to explain this one to her, Steve.
Hey,
Steve?
so I have a job application for you here. It's from a dragon.
A dragon that can cross planar boundaries.
First gets an ancient robot to join the school staff, then a dragon.
Also, by the way, he would like to start Monday.
Also, it's your fanciest room. Also, your biggest bed.
I think I can safely say I have passed my conjuration class. Probably my next one as well with this shit.
Your teacher just looks at you like, Ash, what the fuck? You're supposed to conjure up an Archon and ask it questions!
If it's worth doing, it's worth overdoing.
Sadly,
By
summoning
the
a
way,
dragon and
here's
enrolling it in the school was not your task, therefore you fail.
By the way, here's a rock from the astral sea. Gods only know how long it has been there and what energies it may have inside of it.
Provians.
But Gambit looks at you. I think I'll stick around for a little while, see what I can teach you. Though, if you'll excuse me, I heard there was food on display.
Oh yeah, I have a horde of dragons. I want to go harass them. They really just want to ask if T has anything from the first world because they want to bring it back for Ari.
Oh, okay.
They're very simple in their nature. Let's give mom something.
Gamut does not seem to care for fairy dragons, as I imagine as he walks away to go get food, they probably swarm him. He just kind of reaches
Yes.
into his pocket, pulls out like a flower, and hands it to them. Not
What
really
the
even paying
heck?
attention.
Is it at least a nice looking flower? They feel offended.
It's very yellow. But other than that, as far as they can tell, it's probably just a regular flower.
It's just a
Alright.
daffodil. That's all.
He now has 3 fairy dragons who are going to just follow him around playing pranks on him until they leave.
He's willing to deal his fair amount of pranks back.
That
Okay
is their
then.
other role, is they like being pranksters, and they're upset. This man
I
has offended
believe
them
brass
deeply.
dragons are very much the same.
Mm-hmm.
They may have some help from Ipos.
What I'll say for now is
Ren gets a
I'm gonna
shepherd's
act-
crook around the neck and yanked over to help Aaron with the project. She's currently set up a lab right where she was standing.
I'll be honest, when I added the potential for you to attract big attention, I was like, you know, they probably won't roll it. I'll probably get the fairy boost and be happy. Of course, fate decides no, have dragon.
Especially if you ever think that it's going to happen.
Look, there were a lot of potentially really good things that could have happened from this festival because, you know, Ash has been preparing for this for a while. I'll tell you now, the boon from the full getting the both the fate boons was actually very nice. Or at least it'd been a lot better for Alana and Dipos, but it'd be like this sometimes.
Now this is
What
one of
would
the
it have been?
You would have gotten to add another spell to your sorcerer spells, and Alana would have gotten another bard spell. Ash would have been able to pick more of the things that I sent her, and everyone would have got a temporary hero point for a week.
I hate you
Yeah.
so much.
It's okay, we got a dragon that is now being harassed
I
by
do
the
not
water
regret my
dragon.
decision.
I will tell you now, this is a potential route. If you have any feats you want to learn, I'll say now he could potentially teach you some feats or some other special shit if you have
I should
something in
look at
mind.
that.
So far,
Or I have
you've
something.
managed to dance around the thing I had in mind for teaching people feats for special teacher one-on-ones, ironically. But now, whatever he can potentially teach, he will try his best.
What does he specialize in when it comes to his feats, I guess? I imagine it's mostly spell casting and stuff like that. But
I'll be honest, I'll probably have to go in for it and actually build him.
oh, okay.
But as it stands, Gummit's special in the fact that he's travelled many different planes, interacted with many different cultures, and isn't even necessarily from this material plane in particular. I'll be thinking of some options, special things for people, some special options to learn. Otherwise, it can be like, you can grab a feat or so, or something else. Other options on the table might even be learning or getting more spell slots, for instance.
Yeah. By the way, JMac.
Yeah.
I believe I had another being on hold for.
Yes. I'll say now, they will not be coming quite as soon because they've slightly scared off by the brass dragon. I'll probably deal with that over downtime. I'll tell you now, be ready for getting yelled at. This particular creature isn't particularly happy that you're poking holes in the plains, and you kind of just went and poked a bigger hole in some of the dragon.
Oh, I've pissed off an Aeon, haven't I?
No, I'll send you what is coming, or I'll send you the name.
I want to know.
I just wasn't notice even. Mostly because I don't know how to say it. Midrash?
Assuming-
Basically,
sounds about right.
gigantic planar spider.
I don't want to meet that anymore.
I wonder how it tastes.
Crunchy?
I would not advise attempting to find out.
Hmm.
Mostly because it's on par with a dragon.
Hmm.
This one
They're
can actually
friendly,
plane
but don't
shift
like
itself.
Archons because they're too rigid and boring. Cool.
Hmm.
Yeah.
They see neutral good outsiders as helpful. They like working with angels.
Basically, they're kind of, the way I understood it, they're like semi-guardians of a material plane, but they're more focused towards fucking up demons and shit. Specifically, they hang around the abyss and feast on demon flesh. They're also one of the
God.
few creatures from Elysium that can actually plane shift.
They also have a liking to Azadas.
Yeah.
Azadas are their friends, not their Azada friends. They will hurt you.
Yeah, their natural residence was on Elysium before most of them decided to go hang about in the abyss.
I'm gonna quickly flop a massive engineering deck on the table.
Yes, I'll take note of that. Basically, I'll be applying a flat boon to via planar puncture research, and also probably give you a future benefit to any teleportation based research that you have.
Wait,
I don't
why
know
did
if
they
you
piss
predict.
this one off, Jesse? I want to learn from this one. It fights evil. It just sits in the abyss eating demons. That's my friend.
Sideline.
Yeah.
You get a +4 on that.
Listen,
Because
Rose,
I'm
you
also
can
an
come
engineer.
in and talk to it as well. I am going to apologize profusely, but
I have no diplomacy, but I'll try and talk to it. I like this thing. It's my friend. It's a giant spider that eats demons.
you know, your scarf was probably woven by one of these things.
Actually, that could absolutely be something that is a thing. I mean, it's chaotic good, and abilities is the most lawful of lawful good. If I hate everything, but maybe.
Yeah, but I mean, it is a giant celestial spider, and your scarf is made from a type of silk, so.
No, this is now canon in my own head.
Teehee. Also, is that a 44? Yeah. Wait, 42. I can't fucking count.
Oh, I added 1 aid from Ren already, so just add 2 to that.
Oh, okay, so
Yeah.
40.
4 on the dot though, which is still pretty good.
Yeah, 40 is a nice threshold to hit.
Astra is a completely intelligent construction and research assistant. So
It's amazing where you get to that point where you're like slightly disappointed that you didn't hit like a 50.
No, I
only
normally only have a +17, but I spent everything to get up to a +27. I got a +10 through various abilities.
Yeah. I mean, in fairness, this is probably going to be the tentative end of session. If anyone has anyone they want to talk to or anything they want to talk about, I'll still be here. But also, my cat's in pain. He keeps flopping on my microphone cord and pulling it down. Big Joby. Oh, Big B, are you here?
Hmm?
I did want to talk about your spell idea.
What's that?
Are you fine with it basically being sort of like a shadow spell where it's like you'd get the attack roll or save associated whatever it copies, and then there's a will save after that potentially reduces damage? Just because your idea is cool, but
No,
it's very
it is very powerful in potentiality. So yeah, I'm fine with that.
I'll write up a proper thing for it later.
I mean, we would normally have another hour. We could talk to the Celestial, just fast forward time a little bit.
Actually,
while the dragon finds itself somewhere to hang out.
I wanted to talk to the group.
That's ominous.
Okay, guys. What? Just wanted to get everyone together, talk about what is our plan. Because currently we've rescued Dominic. I've been compiling all of our research and stuff that we've seen into the planar prison that we've been investigating lately. What's our follow up?
I'm gonna go kill a giant cyst thing.
Oh,
and I'm pretty fashion forward with what I want to do.
Oh, you're going in.
Hippos needs help to save
I don't
Fluffles.
have to go in. I just want to get rid of it. That's pretty much my endgame goal. Doesn't really matter how.
I feel some moral obligation to aid in the destruction of such a horrible thing.
Okay.
I have a fairy who wants to help me. I mean, that's not exactly enticing, but that is the truth.
Yeah, what the fuck was that? Never mind. Whatever. I'll figure that out later. But I was under the impression that we weren't gonna go in because, frankly, to go kill that sis, we need to go enter that time prison, and I can't guarantee that that trip will be safe or, well, a good idea to begin with.
Well, firstly, none of our trips have been safe so far.
And we have no idea what time period we're going to come back either.
Yeah. Secondly, I kind of want everyone here to go talk to Steve, because we did find out information about her mother still being potentially alive down there.
So it looks like we had the cyst send something to come after someone here.
What, really?
Yes.
Okay, well, probably Steve's probably dealing with that currently, so we can go track her down. If everyone's cool with that.
I don't have a problem talking to Steve about that if anyone would like to join me for that.
I figured we would all best be going, because frankly, we're kind of all responsible for that mess.
Well, not responsible, but we have
Morally
definitely, yes, we have tied ourselves to it, no doubt. And yes, I agree. We will see it through. However, it does not mean that we need to see it through directly ourselves, or at the very
No.
least, not without aid from those around us.
I agree in the aid from those around us part.
Yes,
I
yes, I personally do too, because
I can't bring.
I'm not going to lie to you. I'm partially taking a page from Alana's book here and say I have an urge to set fire to that thing and whatever remains it has left when we're done.
Okay. Because I can't bring myself to
Maybe
just
those
say.
guys should learn from our new dragon teacher first.
I can't
Fun.
bring myself to say just sending people in there to kill it by themselves. Frankly, I've been disappointed in the attention that a lot of people have been giving to the scenery around them in this school, and I can't. If I send someone in there alone without me there, they'll miss something and they'll get killed. I can't send them in there to their death without me going along.
while I agree that that just sending people in there is likely not the best plan, I do not agree with your reasoning.
If I had proof otherwise, I would accept it. If I just don't have any
You will
proof.
never have proof of everything in your life, Aaron.
I know, but
Also, Aaron,
yeah.
I would like to provide one point to you.
Uh,
Why should it ever expect that we would break into its domain to attack it directly?
no, I'm not. What I'm saying is I have to go. I can't just
You
send
don't
Dominic
have
in
to
back in
do
alone.
anything.
I can't bring myself to just tell Dominic to go in, is what I'm saying. I'm not.
I
This this
understand
is a
that,
mental
Aaron, but
thing.
I would like to state that despite you thinking yourself as meek, a coward, weak, I want you to just objectively look at the idea you have just proposed and see how strong you yourself
It's
are.
stupid and irrational, is what it is. But I can
All
see what
heroics
sentiment.
are.
Look, I'm not going to get into a conversation about heroics. I'm going to be there for observational purposes and, frankly, to keep people alive so they can do the heroic stuff, or you guys can do the heroic stuff. It's what I've always been doing. It's my plan. I'm always the person who comes up with the plan, and I need to do that. So, okay, I can get us in there then. We just need to do a little bit of scouting, and we need to go talk to Steve now. Are you
Yes.
all good with that? Let's go do that.
Yes.